Well, good evening. Good evening to everybody. A wonderful sunny day here in Manchester, which is not something you can often say, I have to say, but it's been splendid. Splendid, as I think they would say in the cricket commentary, for the last couple of days, really. Yes, I think that's all I can say about it. I'm just checking to make sure it's still sunny outside. And it is glorious. It is glorious. And it's great. Everybody's smiling a lot more than before. Have you noticed that? People are talking to each other and genuinely looking happier. I know I am. So here we are. And this is it. This is dan, da, 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 the 50th episode. How about that? They said it could never be done. They said it would never fly. And it didn't. But we're here. And I've got various people joining me this evening. I've got, I don't know, who's this?
Hello!
Hello!
Ciao Max! Do you know I have a news for you?
What?
We are here to celebrate the 50th episode of Talking Songs!
Great, Rowland and Leslie.
I mean, 50! Wow, great!
Yeah.
And also, we want to thank you for inviting us,
and your support.
for your support, and because you are helping a lot musicians like us to spread our music around the world in this troubled time.
Yes.
So
Trouble.
many congratulations to Roland and Leslie, and keep up the excellent work,
Yes.
guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All the best. Ciao from Milano.
Ciao, you both.
Ciao.
Ciao from Milano, yeah, that's the that's Veronica Spurger and Max de Bernardi. Fantastic couple. I mean, she is always bubbling like that. I've seen her 3 or 4 times live and chatted to her, and she's just lovely. And they perform very much sort of traditional blues. But she plays ukulele, she plays, I think she plays mandolin as well, and washboard, and they both sing. He's a fantastic guitar player. So they've appeared on the show. And then, bizarrely, somebody else appeared on the show who also knew them. And this is a lady that you may well know.
Hi, Rowland.
Hi, Rowland.
Dana Gillespie here.
And Jake Zeitz.
Yeah, we're in this mad place called the Temple of Art and Music, and we're wishing you happy 50 episodes.
50 episodes and another 100,000 viewers or 1 million.
Yes.
And here's a little song for you.
Yeah, there's no guitar in this place, and look at the state of this piano. Not very tuned either, so. All get grander, all get grander, oh you all get grander, play that melody. I want you to take your gun and grab some more for me. Look, some of the keys are missing, but we love you and well done for the 50 things, 50 years.
No, 50 episodes.
50 episodes, same difference. Bye.
50 years, 50 episodes. Oh, fantastic. Wonderful. The wonderful Dana Gillespie and her writing partner, Jake Zeitz. Jake is a phenomenal guitar player, one of the most interesting guitar players I've seen for a long time. Just brilliant. And apparently Dana is a big fan of Veronica's voice because they worked together on blues festivals out in Italy, which is quite nice. But it all seems to, all these things sort of started to click together, because then I had somebody else on who also was a big fan of Max de Bernardi. Now, Max is not particularly well known in the UK. He's pretty much a legend out in Italy for his picking. So suddenly I got somebody else who also liked him. So this is Mr.
Come on, people and gather around. We're gonna have a party on the other side of town. Talking Songs Tuesday, get in the zone with Leslie and Rowland Jones. Hi, I'm Michael Woods, and I'd just like to say congratulations on the 50th episode of Talking Songs. Here's to many, many more. Thanks for all the shows, Rowland.
Yeah. Actually had a song composed for us. That's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. Great guitar player. He looks very straight-laced there, and but he's not. He's a great bloke. Met him on a gig that I was doing for Blues Matters. And yeah, we just had a message in from Mr. Nev Buxton, who was one of my regular listeners, which is nice. Thanks for your support, Nev, because without you guys out there, then there wouldn't be any point in us doing it here. So yeah, those are a few of the links that pull it all together. I think I'll sing a song now. I'm not sure I'm going to play much tonight. It's a bit of self-indulgent, this, isn't it? It's quite fun. Oh, on cue. Come and say hello, lady. This is my partner in crime. Hang on, partner in life, partner in crime, partner in music.
Hi, everybody.
This is Leslie. She's the backroom boy. Clearly not, but you know what I mean. She's the one who shares it out to approximately 126,000 of our closest friends. Isn't it, love?
Absolutely. To wipe the list to stick off. Have a good one.
Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't do it that way. I must drive her mad sometimes because I get wound up about these things. She's probably relieved now she's downstairs the Friday. He's going to be on air for another hour now, so I don't have to think about it. Love a dealie. Yeah, I'm going to sing a song now. This is called And I Knew in That Moment. Sometimes I think too much, look too deep and dig too hard. I know I can't forget you. Many, many years have passed. And I knew in that moment, and I knew that's all it could ever be. And I knew in that moment that the world was only you and me. I had to let you go because I knew it wasn't right. I let you walk out that door, even if you put up a fight. I don't like that it happened. Either way, it was never meant to be. I thought I'd won the big prize that night, but in the end the loser was me. And I knew in that moment, I knew that's all it could ever be. And I knew in that moment that the world was only you and me. 10, 20 years later, the memory still lingers on. How can something that felt so right possibly be looked at as being so wrong. And I knew in that moment, I knew that's all it could ever be. And I knew in that moment that the world was only you and me. Yes, and I knew in that moment, I knew that's all it could ever be. And I knew in that moment that the world was only you and me. There's nothing worse than forgetting your own songs. I'm feeling quite emotional. I think that's what it is. So anyway, Talking Songs started off. My original idea was to do it as a stage thing. So we found a venue to do it, and the idea was that I would do the first half with the guest, and we'd sort of chat and exchange songs and things, and then they would do the second set would be them doing just their own material on their own. And the first person I got to do that was this gentleman.
Hello, my name is Chris Taverner. I'm a singer-songwriter from Manchester. I just want to say congratulations to Talking Songs on your 50th episode. Well done, guys. Amazing work. You really created a nice little safe space for songwriters to talk about their craft, and it's really something quite unique and special, I think. So well done, Rowland and Leslie, and keep doing what you're doing. Here's to another 50 episodes. Keep it going, guys, and all the very best. Enjoy your 50th episode.
Yeah, great. Oh, hang on, we've got some comments coming in here. 4 comments have come in here. Oh, Steve Harris. Hello, Stephen. How are you doing? Thanks, mate. Thank you. Oh, and Lisa Mann. Oh, Lisa was wonderful. She was my guest last week. Lovely lady, great bass player, fantastic voice. And, oh, there's somebody else in there as well, but I can't see who that is. Oh, that's me. Right. Yes. So, who else? I haven't planned this, you see. I thought I'd do this casually. Oh, Colin Campbell. Thank you, Colin. Thank you. Good to hear from you again. Enjoying your articles. Good stuff behind your interviews. So, yeah, music. So, most of the time I play acoustic guitar on this. That's probably what most people will think of me doing, if they do think of me, that is. So I thought I'd play some other stuff. This is something I recorded about, must be 8 years ago now. And this is a scenario. It's May, June in July. It's steaming hot, and we're about to go on stage that evening at a festival, and there is the mother of all storms, which goes on for about 2 or 3 hours. Everything is sodden. It's an open stage, no top. Everything is absolutely sodden to the limit. And but after a bit of mopping up and a bit of Dutch courage, we decided we're going to do it anyway. So we did. And so this is me with a band called the Transfusion Trio, which is Giacomo Rizzetti on bass, Enrico Giovagnola on sax and keyboards, and Matteo Giglio on the drums. I worked together with these guys a lot, and they were great fun, young guys, full of enthusiasm, great musicians. So let me just play you a bit of this, and this is my arrangement, for want of a better word. This is my arrangement of The Thriller's Gone.
The thriller's gone, the thriller's gone away. The thriller's gone, the thriller's gone away. I get over you, and you'll be sorry one day. Now I'm free, baby. I'm free from your spell. I'm free from your spell. All I can do is wish you well. All right.
Gosh, that was fun. You can actually see, I didn't realise that the stage is absolutely soaking. But we survived, which is yes, it was a great night. The band that we were supporting weren't very happy, but there you go. No, we were in the groove there. I think we were in the pocket. Since that time, Giacomo, the bass player, has gone on to play with a extremely large, successful band in Italy. So now he's gone from playing at festivals with me to playing to 10,000 seated stadia. So I taught him all he knows. I wish. Anyway, so that's one of my other experiences of doing something different. What else have I got messages here from? Oh, I've got a message here from Mr. Stewart Earl, it would appear. Let's see. Let's have a look what we got here. Where are you? Where are you, Stewart? Ooh.
Rowland. Hi, man. Congratulations. 50 episodes is pretty amazing. And as you know, I produce the songbook sessions, so I know what you have to put into it. Rowland, I feel your pain. Anyway, you're a great supporter of music. Thanks for having me on the show originally, and thanks for coming on this one. So all the best, mate. And I'm now going to do a little song for you. And this is called Cowboy State of Mind, off my current album. Take care, mate. stole my love, you stole my horse. I'm still in love with you, of course. You stole my watch, you took my time. I'm in a cowboy state of mind. You took my car, I'll take the train. I keep on moving all the same. You never know what you might find. I'm in a cowboy state of mind. I've been thinking, well, I've been drinking again.
I love the couplets in that song. You took, I stole my heart, you stole my horse, but I still love you, of course. I think that's brilliant. And yeah, that's Mr. Stuart Earle, who runs the Songbook Sessions. And he put me on to somebody else who, in fact, has just appeared online there. And that is this gentleman here.
Hi, this is Matt Hill, and I wanted to send a message of congratulations to you for the 50th episode of Talking Songs, and I want to say how much I enjoyed talking songs with you. I'm a big believer in the power of songs to change the world for the better, and it's great to have a show that's devoted to exploring that with the creative people who write them. So I think that only works as well because you're a musician yourself, Rowland, and a songwriter, and I think that helps. It's like a chat between contemporaries, and that format really works. So congratulations on what you've achieved. 50 episodes, amazing, and people, you know, watching from all over the world, and such great numbers as well of people watching it. So congratulations, more power to your elbow, and I hope to come back one day, perhaps before your 100th, and talk to you again. But in the meantime, you know, keep doing what you're doing. All power to you. Bye-bye.
There you go, Matt. Just as you tuned in, it was there. So actually, there is somebody else who has something to celebrate today, and that's Mr. Nick Steed, because it's Nick's. I nearly said it's his 50th birthday, but it's clearly not. Where are you, Nick? Speak to me. Where are you? There you are.
Hiya! Happy birthday, Talking Songs. Big congratulations to Rowland and Leslie for putting together the show. It's been great. I'm Nick Steed. I play with various different bands. Colosseum 3, Nick Steed 5, Optimistic Visionaries, which you can hear at the moment. We're just doing a new album, so that'll be released in a few weeks. Norma V band as well. Happy birthday, and many more to come. Well done, Talking Songs. Rowland, Leslie.
I love the fact that when you see him at first on that, he looks like he's wearing some long flowing robes, like something out of, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Indiana Jones or something. Looks like he could be the baddie in Indiana Jones. But thank you for that, Nick, and a happy birthday to you. Nick's about to join Colosseum. Now, those of you of a similar vintage to myself will probably remember Colosseum, established by the great John Heisman, and which was a sort of jazz rock fusion band in the late 60s, early 70s. I must have seen them 3 or 4, maybe 5, 6 times. I have no idea, but they were brilliant. Featured the amazing Dick Extol Smith, who was one of those people who played 2 saxophones at the same time. And best of luck to that, Nick. Hope you're enjoying your birthday today, and thanks for your birthday wishes. And I've just seen Mr. Hugh Blaser has just appeared to say thank you and happy birthday. And actually, Hugh is going to be, whilst we were on that point, Hugh's going to be one of my guests in the forthcoming weeks. Tell you what I've got coming up. Next week, I've got Liam McClare. Liam McClare is a friend of some years, great young songwriter. Hugh Blaser. Now, I met Hugh via a thing called Talent is Timeless, which was a website competition thing for people over the age of 50, and which I clearly qualified for by a considerable margin. And he was one of the people I met on that. And Hugh actually has been on one of the In the Round shows that we've done. So he'll be on the 22nd of June. So I'm looking forward to that. So thanks for that, Hugh. Following that, the week after, another person I got from the Talent is Timeless, called Trudy Brunskill, who's got an amazing voice and a very a fantastic lyrical sense, and just a lovely player, just something quite unusual. So I'm looking forward to that. And then coming in up in July, then Earl Oakin. Now, this is a man that who put me onto him? It was Earl. It was Stuart Earl. It was Stuart Earl. No relation. Who put me onto him? He's been around. He's in his early 70s now. Nothing wrong with that. And he supported Paul McCartney when he was doing the Wings tour. He's worked with all sorts of people, and a very quirky individual. And I'm actually recording an episode with him tomorrow night, so that'll be on sometime in July. And then we've also got John Jenkins is coming on. John Jenkins, again, somebody that I came across via the Talent is Timeless thing, and I'll be doing a gig with him and Phil Mellon, who also just cropped up a few seconds ago. The three of us are doing a gig together in the Leek, in the Cock Inn in Leek. I don't know whether it's I don't think it's part of the festival this time. I think it's just a one-off. So that'd be good. And then the other person I'm waiting to hear from is Ken Bailey. Now, Ken Bailey is a sax player and singer from Leeds. But again, we met him out in Italy some years ago. Has got fantastic voice and does one of the best versions of Purple Rain I have ever heard. I thoroughly recommend it. It's just beautiful. And then a duo which I've only discovered in the last 48 hours called Plum Hall, which features Nick Hall and Michelle Plum. And they're very interesting, I have to say. I can't think how to describe the music. It's folky, it's acousticy, there's a bit of rocky in there, and it's a little bit quirky. It's good. It's good. So that's the luxury I have. I only get on people who I want to get on. So I think I'm entitled to that. Got a few more comments coming in. Matt Hill saying John Jenkins is, everybody knows everybody else, and Lisa Mann says love the Cock Inn. Did I really say that? I'm sorry, Lisa. Hugh Blaser panicking. Is it 22nd of June? That's soon. You'll be fine, Hugh. Keep taking the tablets, mate. You'll be fine. It's rock and roll. It's rock and roll. Listen, I forgot some of my own words tonight, so anything goes on this show. Well, not anything. Not me saying things like that. So who else have we got? Hang on a minute. Let's find who else I've got in the magic pool. Oh, hang on a minute. What's happened now? The screen's got extremely large. That can't be right. Okay, let's go for... I'm confused now. I don't know what to do because it's gone funny on me. Actual size. Oh, that was better. It sometimes does that. Does anyone else have this problem with Macs, that they suddenly decide they're going to go full frame? So, okay. Yeah. So again, sort of connections. The next guy is a gentleman called Jake Dixon. Jake is the singer, writer with a band called the Hiding Magpies, whose drummer is a guy called Mike Smith, who I played in a band with some time in the 70s for 3 or 4 years, and we've actually done some gigs together again. Well, not during the lockdown, obviously. But anyway, this is a bit of a song and some nice words from Jake.
God only knows how to set me free. So don't come over
Hey everyone, it's Jake here from the Hiding Magpies. I'm here in my little attic studio at home. I'm just doing this video to thank Rowland and Leslie for the interview late last year, which was a part of the online interviews and online chats, if you will, from Talking Songs. So, which Rowland set up, I think, at the beginning of lockdown. He did set it up at the beginning of lockdown, but I'd just like to thank them both because it's been a great opportunity to talk about my songs and his songs and guitar playing and everything in between with in regards to music. So thank you, Rowland and Leslie. I hope to speak to you both again on in person next time. That'd be great. And but yeah, thank you so much for the interview, and it was great to talk music with you. And all the best Talking Songs. Cheers, guys.
Great. Yeah, Jake writes some great songs, really, really good songs. So check him out. So I'm indulging myself again here. I mentioned earlier Giacomo and Enrico, who I played with a lot of time, but I also had another band which I did quite a lot of festival work with, which consisted of Guido Pietrella on bass and Gianluca Meconcelli on drums. They were great musicians, lovely guys. Leslie said to me just before my 60th birthday, what do you want to do on your 60th birthday? And I said, I'd like to do a gig with the lads. And 48 hours later, I got a phone call from a woman down in Calabria saying, would you like to do a gig on the 24th of July? I said, yes, I would love to do a gig on the 24th of July. So we piled into Gianluca's truck at 1 o'clock in the morning, having been stopped already by the Carabinieri on the way to meet him. Drove down, collecting the bass player en route, got to the hotel, checked in for a couple of hours, then had a lengthy lunch with the rest of the musicians and a load of journalists, which was a slightly boozy affair. I went back to the hotel, another couple of hours sleep, back out, went to the stage area to discover that there'd been a storm and it had blown all the backdrop off. And but it didn't matter because we just played our socks off and it was great fun. So that was Guido and Gianlu, and this is a track that one of my songs called Two Steps Back. This was a festival we were doing on the Tuscan-Umbrian border, and basically I'd turned up with this song the day before. And although my Italian's good, sometimes they would talk to each other because they'd worked together since they were kids, since they were like 15, I think. And as a consequence, sometimes they didn't even need to talk. They'd just say something and it would just happen. And so I turned up with this song the day before, and this is what came out of it.
Every week you tell me it's over, but one day later it's all back on. I don't know what the hell you are thinking. I don't know what planet you are on. I don't understand how you see things. You see everything in black and black. Don't go ahead, we barely get along. Just one step forward, two steps back. hard to tell where you're coming from, but I'm sure it's a different place from me. You wanna spend time, not money. Oh, I don't know how to bring you closer to me. I don't understand how you see things. Seems like everything to you is in black and black. We don't move ahead, we barely get along. It's one step forward, two steps back. Thought it will be different when I found the perfect one. Some days it is wonderful, some days I just don't wanna run. I don't understand how you see things. Everything in black and black. We don't move ahead, we barely get along. It's one step forward, two steps back. It's one step forward and two steps back. Yes, it's one step forward, two steps back.
Oh gosh, that was a fun night. They were just such fun to play with. Jan Lowe was crazy, fantastic drummer, like full of energy, but ate like a horse as a consequence. There was not an ounce of fat on him. And we were doing a gig together once, and the owner, because the thing about gigging in Italy is you get well looked after. You get food, alcohol, then more alcohol, then more food. And this is the first time we played this venue, and he said, look, would you like to eat before you play or after you play? And I said, well, to be honest with you, I'd rather eat after, because I don't like to try and singing on a full stomach is not good. It's not pleasant. And so I said, what about you, Jan Lou? And he said, yeah, I like eating after the gig, but often I like it, especially when I've eaten before the gig as well. And he would just, but he'd burn it all off all the time. So. So there you go. Yes, thank you, Lisa, for that. Yes, as you think you can see that I've had fun playing with these guys out there. I do miss playing with the band, I have to admit. But hopefully things will get back to a little bit of normal soon. What else have I got? I've got a message here from a couple more people. Oh, yeah.
Hi, I would just like to take this opportunity and just a few seconds of your time, please, to pay my respects and say thank you to Leslie and Rowland, and congratulations for fabulous work with Talking Songs, to give your time and your professionalism to promoting other people in the way that you do deserves the greatest respect from all of us. Thank you for what you do. It's great. Good on you. Hope to see you both soon out, not only again in the virtual world, but out in the live world as well, where the live music is. But for now, maybe always, let's keep it going online. It's great, you know. Thank you. Okay, nice one.
Hi Roland and Leslie, it's Richard Townend here. Congratulations on your 50th show. What a great idea. I really enjoyed coming on it as well. I also enjoy watching other people's ideas about songwriting, etc. 120,000 views, that's testament to its success. So I wish you that continued success and good luck for the future. Thank you.
I wish I'd realised beforehand that some of these are portrait and they don't blank out the film. I just realised that my elbows are coming out, and every now and then you can see my hand go out to grab my beer. Yes, nice words there from Darren. Darren is a stalwart of the South Manchester music scene. He's doing, I think, about 3 different live things every week at the moment. I mean, he's a real grafter. Richard is a great blues guitar player with a band called the Boss Cats. He's been playing for a long, long time, and the thing is, I think he's just taken early retirement and now is hurling himself 100% into music, which is good to see. And so, yeah, keep an eye out for Mr. Townend. So, yeah. Right, so where am I up to? So yeah, I was talking about people in Italy that I work with, and I can't not include. Well, I do want to include somebody who was who was very precious to me, a very, very dear friend who unfortunately died last year. And hang on a minute, what happened to the microphone then? Can you still hear me? Yeah. Just did I drift out of shot? Carmelo. Who was a dear friend, as I say, fantastic guitar player. He was introduced to me after I was playing a gig in the next village along in the square, and a friend of mine brought him over and said, "This is Carmelo. He's a guitar player, and he's looking for people to play with." He said, "But he hasn't heard anybody he likes who's playing he likes yet." So, he likes yours. So I invited him round to the house. And it was quite strange at first, because he comes from a sort of gypsy style, flamenco-y, acoustic, classical background, a bit of a child prodigy, was winning awards when he was 6 and things like that. And I come from a completely unschooled. And school, I think that's all I can say, really. So we sat down, and neither of us really knew what to do. But there's one thing we were agreed that we did have a large bottle of Nero d'Avola to hand. So we started. We started with a glass or two, and then suddenly we just started playing, and it just clicked. And this piece I'm going to play in now was basically improvised that first night we'd ever played together, and it became a mainstay of our of the gigs we did together. And just to watch Carmelo playing is a delight, let alone listen to him. He did come over to Manchester a couple of times, and we did some gigs around here, and people who saw him just loved what he did, and I hope you do too. So this is Carmelo. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was great, Caramello. His surname was Russo, i.e. the bless O, and those of you who know Italian would actually know that it means to snore. It would literally be I snore, Russo, which we discovered is true. And because he fell asleep in the back of the car once coming back from a gig. But yeah, miss him dreadfully. So yeah, another part of what happened to my sort of musical adventures was about 3 years ago. Was it 3 or was it 4 years ago now? Leslie and I went to the States. Now, Leslie never been to the States before, and so we went for a month. And I, my plan, which she was all in favour of, was that I was going to try and play as often as I could. So we landed in New York, and I'd arranged to play in an open mic night that night. And though somewhat distressed to find that my custom Telecaster was left unguarded in an open in the luggage arrivals place, and there were no security guards, nobody was checking tickets against things, and people just walk in and out with stuff, and it's like this, my flight case with this, but it was in one piece. And so we went to, we were in New York for 3 days, then we went down to Nashville, then we went to where did we go then? Clarksdale, and to the Crossroads, obviously, had to be done. And then we went back to Nashville, and then went back to New York. And it was absolutely wonderful. We had a great time. People were lovely to us. We stayed Airbnb everywhere apart from Clarksdale, which wasn't big enough to have any Airbnbs. And it was just fantastic. And I managed to play, I think I counted up, I actually played on 32 different occasions in 31 days. And I did have a day off. And this was one of them. This was a Sunday evening in a place called the Soulshine Pizza in Nashville. And basically what happened is you went in and you just said, I want to play, and you'd say what you play, you say, and then the guy who organised it would say, okay, you're on guitar, he's on drums, he's on bass, he's on harmonica, or he's on second guitar, he's on keyboards, whatever. And that was it, and you just get up and do it. So we got up on stage, and I said, okay, look, funky version of Black Cat Bone in C, all right? And they went, yeah, sure, yeah. And this is what happened.
I believe my baby got a black cat bone. Well, I believe my baby got a black cat bone. You see, everything I do, everything I do turn out wrong. Well, I tried and I tried to get along when I want a man. And I tried and I tried to get along when I want a man. You see, the more I keep on trying, the more she treats the line red. I walked all the way from Dallas down to Wichita Falls, and I thought about a big leg woman. It don't seem no hard at all. I believe it. My baby got a black cat bone. Everything I do, everything I do turn out wrong. Thank you.
Yes, the strangled screaming here at the end is Leslie enjoying herself. Quite emotional watching that. Yeah, it was lovely. Well, one of the things I realised whenever I look at it, which I do frequently because it was a fine evening, was that the guitar player, and I wish more guitar players were like this, he played his one chorus and was happy to stop there. And I was one who got him to play a second one. And in comparison to a lot of jam sessions that I go to, and you know, you want to just unplug some people and just say, all right, look, yeah, okay, just calm down a bit. But those guys were great. I mean, they took all the, they let the man on the microphone control the song, and they just went for it 200%. It was brilliant. The bizarre thing was that immediately afterwards, some guy came up to me as I was coming off stage and said, "Oh, have you finished for the night?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, it's just I'm in town with the Commodores, and we haven't got a gig tonight, so I fancy doing a playing. Can I sit in?" I'm thinking, this is the keyboard player with the Commodores who's asking my permission. I assume he was asking me because I was the oldest person on stage, but and he was great. He was just awesome, as were many of the musicians we met out there. There you go. And actually, talking of which, I've just had a message in from Mariangela Damiani, who's an American friend, and I played with her son. They were staying in the village where we used to live, and they were staying in the village. Yeah, that's right. And I did a gig with with Giacomo and Enrico one night in the restaurant, and he came up and started chatting afterwards, and it turned out he was a bass player, and so he came around the house and we did a bit of jamming, and then when we were in the States, we went up and stayed with them up in New York State, which was beautiful. I mean, it's New York State and New York City are quite different places, and it was rolling green hills and a private studio. I mean, what more could you want? So very happy memories of that. So I think I'm going to call it a day there, but there is one song that I have to play or have to perform, and it's kind of become my anthem, which is Never Been to Memphis, although I have actually been to Memphis now and I have actually played it in Memphis. But it's been my it was kind of the first song I wrote when I've sort of seriously started considering writing songs, and I wrote it just before we went to live in Italy. And then I got invited to do a sort of an audition with a band out there. And I thought they wanted a guitar player. And I got there and they said, so what are you going to sing? So I happened to have the words to this handy. So we did that. And then I got the gig. So yeah. So listen, before I sign off, because I'm going to play out with this. This is again me, Guido, and Gianluca. Thanks to everybody who's tuned in, 130,000 of you over the period. I've had so much fun doing it, and everybody I've spoken to has said they've enjoyed it. Well, maybe the people who didn't enjoy it didn't speak to me, but that's beside the point. It's been great fun to do. I couldn't have done it without Leslie. She, apart from the technical side, she keeps me sane. If you consider this to be sane. Thank you again, Nev. Thanks, mate. And we will continue it. I think, to be honest with you, I think the situation for gigging is not going to come back to normal for some considerable time. I think there's still going to be a use for this. And even if we do start gigging again, I mean, what's not to like about sitting around talking about songs? I'm sorry, to me it's such good fun. So I'm going to leave you now, guys. Thanks again for signing in. Everybody who sent their birthday wishes, and everybody who supported us over the last year. And I'm going to leave you with me, Guido, and Jan Lou. And this has Never Been to Memphis. This was recorded some years ago at a club called the 1900, just outside Tavernelli in Umbria. And it's us just having fun, and it's brilliant. I mean, from a standing... Can I say it's brilliant? It was brilliant fun to do. It was just fantastic. So I'm going to sign off now. Look after yourselves, stay safe, and enjoy what you can. You know, just enjoy the music, enjoy the sunshine, and enjoy a beer or two. Okay, see you again soon. Bye.
No, I've never been to Memphis. I've never been to Tennessee. But I've been down to the crossroads, and everybody passed by me. I ain't no Delta blues man, can tell a nickel from a dime. No, I ain't no Delta blues man, can tell a nickel from a dime. But I woke up early in the morning, I found dead cats on the line. hoochie coochie man who put a voodoo boogie on you. I said, good God, booze, won't you help me set me free? Though I've never been to Memphis, blues feels like home. I've never been on a killing floor. I've never to bail, but I've been where the thriller's gone. I felt like a hound on my trail. I said, good God, booze, won't you help me set me free? I've never been to Memphis, blues feels like home. Dimmi qualcosa.